So, I'm the Clapper Loda, and without me, there are no films. So, everyone and their grandma has been talking about She-Hulk, and the most of the reviews that I've seen have been that it's a complete mess all the way through. And so, what I don't see popping up on my feed very often is commentary about She-Hulk from women, and particularly women of color. So I thought I would toss in my 2 cents and talk about what I found, what my problems are with She-Hulk. And I will probably do more than one podcast, so we will not bore you with a lengthy one, but give you food for thought throughout. So consider this first of at least 2. But I thought about this today. I thought about this while driving, and I thought, She-Hulk. You know, it's really sad that Marvel and Disney Plus. Let's start with Disney Plus first of all. I'm going to talk about this in the future to talk about Disney Plus by itself, but Disney Plus is, I don't have Disney Plus for Marvel. I don't have Disney Plus for Star Wars. I don't have Disney Plus for Pixar. I don't even watch those things. It's very interesting what I do watch. I will do that in a separate podcast. But of course, there's consistently some new series, and you look at the banner at the top, and it's advertising, and so She-Hulk's usually, well, it was there. My problems with She-Hulk. You know, do you ever have a friend that told you a joke, and your friend laughed at this joke? I mean, laughed like belly laughing and heaving over, and just funny, right? To that person. And you're sitting there staring at, like, did something fly over your head, or did you miss something because it was just unfunny? That is She-Hulk in one word. Unfunny. She-Hulk has to be the most unfunny, supposed to be comedy series that I've ever seen. You know, if you look back, and I'm Gen X, so if you look back into like the 70s series, 80s series, some of them maybe lasted 1 season, some of them, you know, they were funnier, even if they got cancelled, than this one that had 9 episodes, that had lore and all of this stuff that they could have done. It was so unfunny that it was painful to watch. It was painful to watch. I was just mortified at what seems to be just, it seemed to be some sort of reality type show of someone who was just, in my opinion, mean. I did not find Jen endearing, likable, nothing. And I'm going to hack the name, sorry. I love Tatiana Maslany. I liked her in Orphan Black and all of the characters. But this one, I almost didn't even know it was her. She just looked like some mean person who got a acting gig and was saying lines on camera. It didn't seem like Tatiana. It definitely didn't seem like She-Hulk. It definitely didn't appear to be Jen. It was an unfunny person standing on TV saying things that were unfunny. And I don't understand how am I supposed to feel a female? How am I supposed to feel empowered by someone who's completely mean and unfunny? And no empathy, no understanding for others. Basically, you can find spots where that she does care throughout, but the overall, in my mind, I'm thinking she's mean. I would not want to be near her or her friends, or I wouldn't want to hire her as a lawyer. Nothing was appealing. It was so unfunny. Oh my God. The fourth wall breaking, where she's talking about, I know you want to see Wong, but this is not a cameo show. I'm paraphrasing. How funny is that? It's so unfunny. Like, what is this supposed to mean? I'm watching a show that's not going to have characters on it from within your universe, and you're basically being mean and going, nope, not that type of show, kind of thing. So then what type of show is it? It never found its footing at all. At all. Also, what I found just disturbing is how heavy the show felt to me. When you go and you look back on Marvel phases, especially with Iron Man kind of leading the pack, there is a sense of levity. I remember seeing Iron Man in a theater and watching the last scene of the film where he says, I'm Iron Man, and then it just cutting. And there's a sense of levity. Oh my gosh, he said he's Iron Man. There's a sense of like hope, and you can't wait to see what's next. This was She-Hulk. It's blight. It's blight on Disney Plus. There's nothing to go back to. Nothing. I mean, I would even watch episodes of, name a Marvel show. I did not like Loki, the way it ended, but I liked Loki in the beginning, because I absolutely adore Loki. I found something interesting about the show, but this one, at least Loki had a direction, right? What about WandaVision, leading the pack with that? It was kind of interesting, the premise of having these different TV shows. I was going to say teleshows, but different TV shows with, kind of a theme of them being set to different decades. That was interesting. She-Hulk was not. There was a sense of levity to seeing, 50s wear in WandaVision, and then they went to the 60s and so there was a sense of light, even though it was, got kind of heavy at the end, and I did not like the ending. But this one just felt so stinking heavy with nothing, heavy with complaints. That's my part 3, is airing grievances to the audience. That's what I felt like. I felt like this was nothing but a bitch session, that I'm watching someone completely bitch and whine and complain the entire series. Now, mind you, I didn't even get past the twerking. After that, I was so done. I don't care if you could bring on Iron Man for all I could care. I was not going to watch any more of that mess. But I did keep up with others who went through and talked about it and all of that. Twerking. That's supposed to be levity. That's supposed to be funny. It's so unfunny. Oh, goodness, it's so unfunny. Yeah, there's nothing in She-Hulk. As a female, I was not interested in watching it. And it's now blight on... it's taken up a space on Disney Plus, pretty much. That's it. Just a little thing saying She-Hulk, attorney at law. Attorney at law? Oh my God. Someone gave the writers the keys to their Porsche, and they wrecked that Porsche. I don't get how you could do that. I don't want to get it. As a matter of fact, I don't even want to admit that I even watched a few episodes of this mess. Do better. Oh my God, just do better. I'm the clapper loader. Without me clapping the clapboard, there are no films.